what it's like living in the hood for 5 years. All right, so I went back and I made my intro longer, very long, because I decided to not only upload this video on my new channel, but also upload it on one of my old channels. So I'm adding a longer intro and I'm adding a longer outro. I hope y'all enjoy the video and watch it to the end. Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. All right, so be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you can be notified each and every time I post. All right, you guys, so I have been debating about if I wanted to do this video or not. I just been like, I don't know if I want to do this video. Like, I don't know if I want to do it. Like, I don't know if it puts me and my family in danger. I mean, of course, it's not going to put us in danger because no weapon formed against us shall prosper. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. All right, so y'all. So the title of this video is going to be named What It's Like Living in the Hood. Oh, yeah, so I've been debating if I want to do this video or not, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, and I'm not gonna keep thinking about it. I'm just gonna do it, y'all. Y'all know I have I have multiple podcasts. I have multiple YouTube channels. I have like 10 YouTube channels, and I love to talk, and I talk about some of everything. So I'm not gonna exclude this. Y'all know when I first started YouTube, you couldn't pay me to tell any of my business, but now I just tell it all. Oh well. But anyways, though, this video is going to be titled What It's Like Living in the Hood. All right, y'all. So let me tell you something. I will say that I live in a hood, but then again, I don't. So let me just say this. The street that I live on is technically not the hood, but however, what I will say is those apartments that's like 1 minute away from us, it's some apartments that's like right down the street. It's like a 1 minute drive. So it's like a 1 minute drive and those apartments down the street. That is the hood. That is the ultimate hood. And let me tell you, the city that I live in, let me just say, it don't even gotta be the hood. Like it can be the the rich people neighborhood. It's still like some stuff go down. Like stuff goes down in every neighborhood in this city. Let's just put it that way. But the reason why I refer to my street is not the hood, no. But like I said, the reason why I refer to it as the hood, quotation, is because, like I said, those apartments that are like right there, like a minute away, that is the hood. Because, y'all, it be a war going on damn near every other night or every few nights. Like, we were just talking about it the other day, how at those apartments down there, like, they'll have a whole shootout. And they'll be shooting for, like, 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. It's like, where the fuck are the police? It's like, is nobody calling the police? Like, is nobody doing anything about it? It's just crazy to me. But, yeah, so that's why I said it's the hood. Because those apartments down there, baby, they be having a whole shootout. They be shooting like crazy. And sometimes the people that live in that apartment, they walk down here like every single day. They walk this street every day. And it's like, the people at those apartments, a lot of them don't have cars. So they be walking, like going to that store down there. It's a store down there. I can't wait till they close that store. Because I'm so tired of it. Like, I live on the side of the street where the sidewalk is on my side of the street. So it's people walking up and down all day. Preferably them people at those apartments. Because everybody that's on my street have cars. Some of them have multiple cars. Some of them have 1, 2, and 3 cars. But the people at those apartments down there, a lot of them don't have cars, so you'll see them all day just walking on the street, and it can get so annoying because my Ring camera go off a million times a day, because like they just be walking, honey. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, so like I'm not the only one on this street that have like cameras or whatever. It's other people on this street that have cameras too. The people on this street down here, they have like different little cameras and stuff like that. I'm not the only one. Of course, our security system cameras are not working anymore due to various reasons that I'm not about to get into. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, it's not the hood, but it's like a minute away from the hood. So that's why I'm like, look, it's the hood and we're going to have to get out of it. But technically, it's not the hood. It's just like, oh my God. So yeah, we have been living here for like 5 years now. When I got pregnant with my 4-year-old, we decided to move here when I was pregnant with him. And that was like 5 years ago. This February made 5 years. So yeah, 5 years ago, we decided to move here. And I will say that, okay, from now all the way up to 5 years ago, so many crimes have happened on my streets. And it's like, it just seems like nobody gives a damn. Nobody give a fuck. I can say probably like, well, it's not so many crimes, y'all. I'm just being dramatic. So since I moved here 5 years ago, it has been at least 10 crimes that I have saw with my own eyes. Mind you, that's just me seeing it with my eyes. And as far as like what my Ring camera picked up or what my Ring camera didn't pick up, it has been like 20 crimes within the past 5 years. I will say for the city that I live in, that's not that bad. Because the city that I live in a war city. And I'm not playing. Like, they say Detroit is like real dangerous, but the city that I live in, baby, I think we number one. And it's not Chicago. So you pretty much already know kind of like where I know like where I live at. But yeah, so y'all, my Ring camera have picked up so much footage of so many crimes, y'all. Let me tell you, it's so many crimes that's been going on. I have tried my very best to get speed bumps on this street. I wanted 2 speed bumps because my children and me have almost been ran over multiple times. And when I say that, I'm serious. These people be racing up and down the streets all day. Like, they'll probably, not all day, but they do it at least once a day. They race up and down the streets, which sometimes cause them to end up on the sidewalk or driving towards my house or the neighbor's house. Like, it has been times where the neighbor's mailbox got knocked down because somebody was driving crazy racing, and they knocked the neighbor's whole fence down, the mailbox, ran into my house. Mind you, I have a brick house. So by me having a brick house, they have saved us so many times. Oh, it have saved us from shootouts. It have saved us from cars just running into our house. It saved us from all that. This car hit the side of our house. Mind you, nobody came and knocked on the door to let us know, hey, it's a big car accident in your yard. The car hit your house. Nobody told us. I heard the big boom at the time, but I was scared to come outside. I didn't want to come outside. But when I did go outside, when my husband came home, I saw it was somebody that, you can tell somebody had hit it because it was glass everywhere. And they left their whole, what's this thing called right here? They left their mirror, their driver's side mirror. Not driver's side mirror, but they left the passenger side mirror. And I'm like, what the hell? I said, I knew I went crazy. It was a car that drove into the house. I knew I went crazy. It has been times where people been driving up and down here and drove crazy. Let me tell y'all, a lot of times when a lot of these crimes have happened, I have talked about it, but I never like showed in the Ring camera footage because I was like scared, you know. My cap and gown was stolen one time and I never got a chance to graduate. Well, I graduated, but you get what I'm saying. I never got a chance to walk across the stage. It was my cap and gown, you know, to receive my master's degree. Because, you know, I have associate's, bachelor's, master's, but I didn't get a chance to walk across that stage because somebody stole it out of the mailbox the day that they delivered it. Like, you have to be out here when the mailman runs because these people will steal out your mailbox and we don't have no neighborhood watchers. Because, I remember one time it was a criminal. He was going up and down this street daily, opening up everybody's mailbox, taking all the mail out and just leaving it on the ground. And I called the police about it twice. But the thing is, they said they couldn't do nothing about it. I would have to contact the USPS office and let them know what's going on. Because something about they have different polices for different things. it's just crazy to me, because it seemed like to me, you as the police, seem like to me you can actually call them to, you know, do a report or whatever. Because the thing is, USPS, they don't answer the phone. None of these people answer the phone. But y'all, there have been so many shootings. Let me tell you, when I was pregnant with my 4-year-old child, no, not the 4-year-old. No, my 4-year-old, I think, was 1 at the time. Yeah, he was 1. When I was good and pregnant with my 3-year-old, mind you, I got pregnant when my firstborn was 6 months old. I was at the end of my pregnancy, y'all. Let me tell you, something woke me up that morning, because I said something don't feel right. Something is not right. I feel like something's about to go wrong. Mind you, something did go wrong. So I heard some loud shootings right after I got up. Mind you, I was so scared. My 1-year-old was right there. My husband was at work. So I'm like, oh my God. I was pregnant with my 3-year-old then. So this was like 3 years and something ago. 4 years ago, technically. Yeah, it was 4 years ago. Yeah, so yeah, almost 4 years ago, actually. So I don't know why, but when I heard the gunshots, of course we got down, me and my 1-year-old, and then, well, he was asleep. Then I went to the front door, but then I turned around because I said something not right. Do not go to this front door at all. Like, it sounded like somebody shooting in front of your house. And why is you trying to, like, why is you going to the front door? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why am I going to the front door? So I turned back around. I went to the room. Some told me to look out the window, because I also heard banging on my front door too. At some point, like after I walked back to go look out the window, I heard banging on the door. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is they banging on the door? Is this the person that got shot? Because you could hear him screaming. Like, I don't know what to do, because he's screaming. But I'm not about to sit up here and risk my life by opening the door to go play hero. So I did not open the door. I called 911. I had already called 911 anyway, told them, like, somebody's screaming for help and they banging on my door, blah, blah, blah. So I went to the side window. Something told me to peek out the side window. I peeked out the side window, and that was him limping. He was trying to get to safety. I guess the guy just kept shooting him. But imagine if I would have went out there and played savior. The guy would have probably shot me too. Because I was trying to help him. But not only was I trying to help him, but I would have ID'd the attempted killer. Not the killer, but the attempted shooter. Well, not attempted shooter. He did shoot. But, yeah, so I ID'd, like, I would have ID'd him. The thing is, when you are a witness in these situations, and when you witness this shit, people will try to kill you. And like I said, I was pregnant. I can't imagine going out that door trying to be hero. Because, you know, but I always had that hero instinct. But I said, don't do it. Your husband not here, and this don't sound right. This is the work of the police officers. You let them handle that. Like I said, when I looked out the window, I saw him, like, walking and limping and bleeding. I'm like, oh my God, the police need to hurry up and get here. Police got here, and I showed them the footage. At the time, we didn't have a Ring camera set up in the front yard and the backyard. We only had a security system at the time. And with a security system, it took us a while to pull it up, but we finally pulled it up. And as you can see on the security footage, you see the guy pow-powing him. He just kept pow-powing him. Like, he just kept shooting him. Mind you, he was shooting him with a, I think it's called a 2.5 or whatever it's called. I forgot what it's called. But he was shooting him with one of them small guns. It was real, real, real small. You can see it on the camera. It was real small. It was in broad daylight, like around 6, 7 a.m. 6, 7, 8 a.m. And he just shoot him, and he just not falling to the ground or nothing. That was one of them, you know, the smallest gun that it is, 0.5 or whatever it's called. But yeah, the guy I think he ended up surviving. I'm not sure. You know, the police can't give you no updates at all. They can't give you updates on the case, nothing. Even though I'm the one that helped them solve the case, they can't give me any updates. And that's fucked up. It's very fucked up, because I really would like to know if that guy ended up all right. Was he okay? He just kept shooting him, and I think the guy was just begging for mercy. Like, instead of turning around and running, he was just begging for mercy, because, you know, you turn around and run, they're going to shoot you in the back. So it's like, they right there in front of you. You don't really want to turn around, because then they'll shoot you in the back. You already know. And, y'all, so many things happen on my street. It's just ridiculous. It have been times people have been shooting in front of my house, or this or that, and third. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you about another crime that happened in my backyard. Technically, it's not a crime, but technically it is a crime. So my husband decided to hire a tree company to cut our trees down because the house insurance people and the other people, they didn't want to pay for it. They said in order for us to pay for your tree that is leaning over and about to fall, you will have to wait to call us back after the tree have fell. And then when the tree fall, you will have to pay a down payment for the tree falling. It was 2 trees. Mind you, it was 2 trees. One of them was finna fall. The other one was good. So my husband found a tree company. Don't know why. He like to get the people that just starting out. Don't know why. You could tell that they had probably been doing their business for probably like a year. So yeah, we have like multiple footages. I'm not gonna really, well, yeah, I can actually put the footage. I can put the footage of the tree situation towards the end of this video, just like the other footages. Also, that's gonna be at the end of this video. Okay, so mind you, I'm gonna put a lot of footages at the end of this video. Do not use my footage for nothing. Do not screen record my video and post it on TikTok or no other sites, because all of this stuff is cases and stuff like that. I'm going to use it in my video because it's my video, my footage, but I don't want nobody else to use any of these footage. And I'm going to put a lot of footage at the end of this video. Not everything that's been happening over the past 5 years, but I'm going to put some of it. All right, so let me tell you something. This tree company, it was a black man that owned the tree company. And it was him, and he had other workers, black man, white man, you know, people like that. Mind you, instead of him and the other guys coming to cut down a tree, mind you, the tree was over 100 feet tall. It was 2 trees over 100 feet tall. Instead of all of them attacking it together, he sent out a white man, white skinny man, and it was just him and his wife. That's it. His wife don't work for the company, but she helps her husband. Mind you, I was speaking with the wife, and she was telling me she had just had a baby. Like, she had just had a baby. She was still bleeding between the legs. She had just had a baby. So why is she out here helping her husband cut this tree down? Like, that was pissing me off so bad. Like, I'm a huge advocate of that. Like, you need to be in the house resting, breastfeeding your baby. Like, her baby was new, but she was out helping her husband cut down trees. Like, do you want to end up dead? But I ain't say nothing to her. I ain't say nothing, none of that. But, you know, she was asking me questions or whatever. I was talking to her or whatever. But anyways, they sent him out here with his wife. It was just them, white man, white lady, skinny, petite. It was just them two. They was cutting down both of the 100 feet trees. Both. That's it. It was them two. That's it. I'm like, hold the fuck up. What the hell? For some reason, I don't know why. Instead of me and Larry staying outside to record the whole thing, we went in the house like a fool because we was hungry. And I was like, let's go in the house anyway because I don't want the tree to fall on us. No, you need to stay outside because just in case like the tree fall, you need to be able to like run the opposite direction. If you in the house, you're not going to know which way to run. Mind you, he got his ass all the way up there in that 100 feet tree. He got all the way to the top. And what he was doing, he was cutting off the limbs on both sides. Mind you, if he had all of his co-workers and his head boss and everybody else, they could have just cut the tree from the bottom and then caught it with one of them things. Like, they have all the tools that they need. But by just being them two only, they got in that fucking tree and he was cutting it down. That motherfucker fell out the tree. I got the footage. I'm not gonna show y'all the footage of him falling out the tree, but I will show y'all the 2 trees that got cut down. Yeah. But he literally fell out the tree. And the police arrived on the scene, paramedics, firefighters, because they had to rescue him. And his wife that just had a baby, she was just screaming and screaming and screaming. And it made me sad because, you know, she had just had a baby. So, you know, she probably started bleeding back heavy. It was just the scariest experience of my life. All right, y'all. So, I'm not going to really get into that too much. Go on, baby. Okay. Within the past 2 or 3 months, it have been like 4 or 5 shootings in front of my house or either like close to my house, like literally like right here in this area of my house. And 2 of them end up right in front of my house. 2 of them. I'm going to leave multiple videos at the end of this video, pretty much showing y'all the videos of not really showing y'all the videos of the 100% incident, but showing y'all my reaction and showing y'all my reaction to everything that's been going on or whatever. What do y'all want? Hold up, y'all. Oh, also watch this video to the very last end because I got a lot of shit to say, by the way. Go on. I'm busy. What do y'all want? Hey, baby.
Mom, you on the wheel.
Okay, baby.
No.
You want to get out?
No, I don't want to get out because I'm doing my video. Okay. All right, y'all. Gone. I love you.
And then I got.
Chinky.
No.
Mommy doing a video.
Okay. I did.
Okay.
But you finna go to the hotel room, so you can't get none.
Okay. All right. I got finished doing my video.
All right, lock them.
God damn. All right, y'all. So on to the next, y'all. I'm not gonna sit here and explain all 20 plus crimes that happened, but let me tell y'all something. It was 2 recent shootings that was right in front of my house recently. So let's start with the first shooting. Oh my God, y'all, this has traumatized me so bad in a way that you wouldn't understand, y'all. It has been a huge shooting. Okay, with the first shooting that happened in front of my house, mind you, our Ring cameras were not working. Our security system was not working. So we didn't get a chance to we didn't get a chance to record the whole thing that happened. If we had security systems, it would have caught everything on camera, even at night. If we had a Ring camera, it would have caught everything once it went into motion, of course. All right, so it ended up being a huge shooting, y'all. I'm going to put videos at the end of this video because I went live on Facebook after the police arrived on the scene. I went live on Facebook for 5 minutes at some point because I went in the bathroom and I was just venting because I was so pissed off. And then I went live on Twitch also. So I will leave all that footage at the end, but I don't have footage of the actual shoot. Now on my Ring camera, it shows when I clicked on the Ring camera, because you can click on the Ring camera and go live. That's what you can do. But it said on there, footage not available. So all the footage that happened that night is unavailable. I clicked on it time I heard the shooting. And if I can just access that footage, that would be great. But I called the Ring company and said I can't access it because if your subscription is not paid for that month, you can't get any footage because it's not recording at all. It's just a camera that's just there. It's not recording. Even if you click on your phone just to see who's outside, right out there. You're doing it for no reason. So yeah, I heard a huge shooting. Mind y'all, I usually stay up all night, but I did not stay up all night. I'm gonna make this short, y'all, even though this is a long situation. I'm gonna make it short. I stayed up. I did not stay up all night like I usually do. Around 12:30, we heard a huge shooting. Mind you, my children was sleeping in their room. My husband, he was in the game room playing the game. So I heard the shooting. They were shooting for like a minute or two. I pulled up the Ring camera. I'm like, the Ring camera isn't, we don't have our subscription for the month because we didn't pay it for the month. And that's the only time we didn't pay. I think we had stopped paying it like 2 months prior because we was like, look, we had the Ring camera for a whole year or two. And it's like, you had to pay all this money to get it. And then when you get it, you got to pay monthly for the subscription, or either you pay $100 a year for the front door and $100 a year for the back door. That's $200 a year for the front and the back door for the Ring subscription. I'm like, nah, man, fuck that. I wish we would have paid it because they won't let us access the footage at all that was got. Because, like I said, I heard the shooting, I woke up immediately. I almost had a heart attack. The first thing I did was went to my Ring and pulled it up. I don't know why I didn't just jump up and just checked on the children. But the first thing I did was went to the Ring camera. On the Ring camera, I saw, I think, like a car or something, but I don't remember because I was halfway asleep. I just woke up. Mind you, once you exit off, you cannot access that footage anymore. I have tried over and over again. I even called the company. Can't access it at all because the subscription was not, we wasn't subscribed to the subscription. So yeah. Got up and then I was like, you know what? I'm a little used to all this shooting, even though it sounded like it was right in front of our house. I said, I don't know. I said, because look, every time I call the police about somebody shooting literally right outside the house or whatever, somebody was shooting like right outside the house like a couple weeks prior, and I called the police. the 911 operator, she seemed unamazed, she wasn't intrigued by it at all. She was just like, okay. It's just like, you no need. But after that, we heard the shooting again. Like, they had started back shooting. And then come to find out, after we went outside, well, I had called 911. Mind you, I was calling 911 for like 5 minutes. They didn't answer, so I hung up. And then I called them again. After 2 or 3 rings, I just hung it up because I'm like, fuck it. I already been calling them for 5 minutes. They called back. I was like, oh, there they go calling back now. I was calling y'all because it is a huge shooting. They've been shooting back to back. Like, I've been calling y'all. And it's, and I gave them my address and all that. And they was like, we already know it's police is headed out now. Mind you, usually like when there's a shooting or whatever, it'll be like 1 or 2 police cars. But it ended up being 12 police cars, which by the end of, I think like an hour after, they ended up being 8 police cars. And then it was ambulances and everything. Like, everybody arrived on the scene. And even though all these 12 police cars and firefighters, paramedics, even though they arrived on the scene, I still was in denial. I still was in shock. I had skipped the part about me checking my children. I checked my children probably like 20 times, and Dad checked them too, because I'm just trying to make sure they not hit. Okay. And the reason why I say I was in denial, because after that, come to find out, the neighbor's child ended up shot. And the child the same age as my child. Damn near the same age. Nothing but a baby. Got shot multiple times. And it broke my heart. It broke my heart to a million pieces. The neighbor's child got shot multiple times. I had went live on Facebook. And I was talking about it, but I never did say anything about the child got shot because, for one, I felt like, no child got shot. No, that did not happen. So I didn't say it in the video. But even if I knew it, I wouldn't have said it anyway, because it's just something that's I couldn't say it. And then I was in denial. No, ain't no child got shot. No. It was 12 police cars out there, an ambulance. And you can see where they were holding his arm or whatever. No, ain't no child got shot. No, that did not happen. I just kept telling myself that it didn't happen at all. I had to keep asking my husband, because I'm like, that couldn't have happened. I'm like, that is just the most evil thing I have ever witnessed in my life. So there's no way a child set up here and got shot across the street. This baby was in his or her room sleeping. I don't want to get a gender or whatever, but yeah, him. He was in his room sleep. So it's like, what the fuck, man? He was in his room sleep. How the hell could he get shot? Come to find out, yeah, he had been shot multiple times, but yeah. It's just sad. I have talked to Mom a few times, and I talked to the sibling or whatever, because they ended up coming over here. The sibling actually came over here twice that night, and then the mom ended up coming by like some days later, and we talked to her for a long time. And it was the most traumatic. It was one of the most traumatic experiences of my life, because I'm like, nah, man, a child did not get shot. A child being shot and they live across the street from you, that shit right there is so fucked up, bro. I was crying for days and days, for weeks and weeks, playing detective, trying to figure out who did this, blaming myself, because you didn't have security systems up. You didn't have your Ring camera paid for the month. That's what I was telling Mom. I was like, if only I would have had the Ring camera paid. But I said, but like, even if the Ring camera was paid, with the Ring camera, it moves off motion and people walking by. Like, as far as cars, like, if a car stop in the middle of the road, it will pick it up. But at nighttime, it's kind of tricky. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's real tricky. And it depends on what motion setting we got it on. That's why we have it on the most sensitive, so it can pick up everything. But even if then, like, we wouldn't be able to get a tag number because it's nighttime, unless we had a security system. Security system camera would have been able to get it a little better, especially if we got the security system cameras with the lights all around and the lights is automatically on. Then that'll be, so I'm not gonna really finish this story about, child getting shot, but that was the most traumatic thing ever, and I kept blaming myself because we should have had the security system paid. I mean, the Ring camera paid. But we ended up paying it some hours after that happened. We did. And talking to the mom for the 30 minutes that we talked to her, it was the most, oh my God, it was the saddest thing in the world, man. Like, as a mother, like mother to mother with children around the same age, that's the saddest shit ever. But I'm not really gonna go into that. I'm gonna leave videos towards the end of when I went live on Facebook, pretty much bringing awareness and telling people to put the guns down, put them down, this, that, and the third. And I went live on Twitch or whatever. I'm gonna leave those videos at the end. Okay, so some